What is going on? How is everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a good day so far. If you're a BYU fan, I'm pretty sure your day has been pretty good based off of what you heard last night or this morning when you woke up. But absolutely outstanding pickup for BYU, which we're going to get into in a minute. But yeah, we are back with another BYU content, or another BYU video, I would say. More BYU content. You guys have been showing me massive amounts of support. I greatly appreciate that. You know, I love covering this BYU football team and really the whole sports program. So, like I said, greatly appreciate you guys massively. You guys show me massive amounts of support. So keep that coming. Greatly appreciate it. But anyways, we're here. Another BYU transfer portal video. So let's get straight into it. Massive pickup for BYU. You went out. You got you got probably the best linebacker in the entire transfer portal. He is the ranked number one linebacker in the entire transfer portal. I think he's the most underrated player in the entire transfer portal, who people should probably be talking about a little bit more. That is Cade Uluave. Cade Uluave. I mess up on that last name all the time. Cade Uluave. So he's coming over from Cal. So for a little while, it seemed like Cade was headed to Michigan. Seemed like he was a Michigan lock. Some last second things changed late last night. And you saw he got crystal balled to BYU. You know, the last linebacker that you were crystal balled for, you didn't land him. Like, that was pretty unfortunate. It did seem like BYU was going to land him. And unfortunately, they didn't. But now, it seems like maybe that's more fortunate because I think you just got an absolute stud. You just got an absolute dog. I'm a huge fan of this one. And this, you usually don't see BYU go out and make a big splash in the portal, like name-wise. Well, they just did. Kalani Sitake is absolutely on fire right now. There's more. There is absolutely more that I'm going to make a video about, so stay tuned for that one. But right now we're talking about this one because it deserves its own video. So I do want to jump into some of his numbers. So 235 tackles, 9 pass deflections, 6 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 3 interceptions, and this is during his time at Cal, and you've yet to see the best of him. I will say that. What a pickup for BYU. I can't stress it enough. First team all ACC selection. He has 1 year of eligibility left. This is a guy who's probably going to be going pro after this year. He's probably going to be a pretty high draft pick. He's going to get a lot of hype next year, I would assume. Now, if you do look at this season, he had 97 tackles, which is absolutely absurd. 42 of those being solo, which is also absolutely absurd. 3 sacks this season, and I think you'll see those sack numbers go up some more at BYU. What what a start to the Kelly Papinga era. That's all I'm going to say. And I also have a video coming about Kelly Papinga as well, because I believe this might be a pretty underrated move, and I think the BYU fans are in for something good here. I absolutely do. I have very much faith, very big faith in him. So I have another video coming out about that as well, so stay tuned. But like I said, you landed the number one linebacker in the portal. You got the number one guy that you were going for. Grand slam. Absolute grand slam for Kalani Sitake and Kelly Papinga and everybody else involved. I am super excited to see a guy like this end up at BYU. He's a game wrecker, super explosive player. He's super strong downhill presence in the box. So you'll see him really fill in the gaps, which he's really good at, and stopping the run, which he was also very good at with Cal. So if you do go look at his tape from the past few years when he was with California, you'll see he is a major run stopper. Those 4th and 1 yardage situations, like when they're in midfield and going for it, you see Cade running in there and making the stop. 4th and inches, he's probably going to make the stop. Just very good at that. Very good at that. Just knows the game. Very quick to read the defense, or very quick to read the offense, I'm sorry. He knows exactly what the offense is doing from the start. He's a very smart player. Covers ground very quickly. He's comfortable dropping into coverage, which you'll see a lot on tape as well. You can match him up with tight ends and running backs in the passing game. So he's going to disrupt lanes very well as well. He's just an all-out gamer. Everything you want in a linebacker, pretty much, he's there. And I think one of his best capabilities is he's a true leader on the field, true captain on the field. He was a captain over at California, got named a captain, apparently super loved in the locker room. He's going to fit great, fit absolutely great at BYU. Obviously, some familiarities with BYU, I would assume, being from Utah, going to Mountain Ridge High School. BYU recruited him pretty heavy out of high school. And it seems like so far the trend in the transfer portal is they're going after guys that BYU has recruited already, mainly coming out of high school, and you're landing them. You're landing them now. So you're still getting those guys, just not out of high school. You're still getting them, though. And that is the situation here, and I think you just got a very, very high ceiling player who has yet to even hit his ceiling. I'm serious. You're talking like one of the better linebackers in the entire country if done right. I think this is absolutely massive move for BYU. Slam dunk for Kalani Sitake. This defense is going to be outstanding next year. And like I said, I'm very high on Kelly Poppinga. I think Kelly Poppinga is going to be amazing for this team next year. So yeah, I'm super excited for next season already. I think they're absolutely dominating the portal. And like I said, there is another video coming out probably maybe even tomorrow. I might upload it for you guys tomorrow. You got some other big targets. BYU did pick up some other big targets. So stay tuned for that video as well, because that'll be coming either tomorrow or day after. I'm not too sure yet. So yeah, stay tuned for those, because BYU is not done. I will say that. I don't think BYU is done. I think they're still going to go out and add a running back. You may see them add some more receiver depth. You're probably still going to add a backup quarterback. You know, they've brought in some quarterbacks on visits. I know Jaden Davis was on a visit. I'm not sure what's going on with that. You brought in a D2 quarterback, but he decommitted, I believe. I don't really know what happened with that. I talked about that in a separate video. But yeah, I do think that Kalani is still in the market to get another quarterback to back up Bear. And I think that they're still in the market for maybe some more O-line depth, even though you have pretty good O-line depth, especially now. Hint. But running back, probably pick up some more running backs as well, because the running back room is looking a little slim. And then you have some guys in there that have dealt with some injuries before, so you maybe do want to get a few extra guys up in there. But I think the defense is looking very solid. Defense is looking outstanding right now. I'm super excited to see what this team does next year. You know, when you look to compete with a team like Texas Tech, they're filling the gaps to do that. They are filling the gaps to do that. I can't stress enough, BYU, outstanding transfer portal so far. And like I said, big video coming as well. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, I greatly appreciate it if you did consider subscribing to the channel. I would greatly appreciate that. Like I said, you guys have shown me massive amounts of support. I absolutely love the BYU fan base. All you guys are amazing to me. So I do greatly appreciate that. And I do want to get out to a game in Provo next year. 100%. And I want to film every bit of it. So yeah. Anyway, that's it for this one. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.